I'm honored to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Elizabeth Zona. Dr. Zona's undergraduate trajectory started at Penn State Beaver and culminated at University Park in 2022, graduating, I got that date wrong, didn't I, Liz? 2002. I know, she's 24 today. Graduating from Penn State University with a Bachelor of Science in Pre-Medicine with honors in chemistry. Dr. Zona then went on to earn her medical degree from the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine. And from there, she completed an osteopathic rotating internship at Mercy Hospital in Pittsburgh and an anesthesiology residency at University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Mercy. She then went on to complete an addiction medicine practice pathway with the American Board of Preventative Medicine. Dr. Zona is now a double board certified physician in anesthesia and addiction medicine. She is currently the medical director for addiction medicine services at Laurel Care Treatment Services and the medical director for anesthesia services and an anesthesiologist at Three Rivers Endoscopy Center. She's one of ours, and she is evidence of the potential that all of you have to become. So much excellence. We were lucky to have Dr. Zona on campus last year to present her One Pill Can Kill program, and again in October to talk to our students about the impact alcohol has on the body. We are so very proud of her work, her inexhaustible drive to help others, and honored to have her here tonight. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Elizabeth Zona.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. It is an honor to be here with all of you back at Penn State Beaver, a place that holds special meaning for me as it is where my own academic journey began. Today, I return not just as alumni, but as somebody who's deeply connected to this community and eager to share lessons that I have learned along my journey and to celebrate you. So congratulations to the class of 2024. Today marks the culmination of years of your hard work, persistence, and personal growth. It's a day to celebrate not just what you've already achieved, but all that you shall become. As I stand here looking at all of you, I can't help but reflect on a day when I was in your shoes. About 24 years ago, I stood on this very campus about to take off to University Park to declare the major of pre-medicine and enter the Honors College. I was leaving a little bit of the comfort of this campus to take my next steps, and yes, I was excited, but I was also feeling petrified. Unsure of how to move forward, I turned to my chemistry professor, Dr. John Major Simpson. Many of you who have been here for a long time would remember him. He was someone that I had come to trust, and that's a benefit of a campus of this size. I had become friends with him. And when I confided in him that I wasn't sure that I could handle the rigor of my planned path, he looked me in my eyes and he said, "If you saw yourself the way that I see you, you would know that you absolutely can do this." Those words planted a seed of confidence, and over time I learned to believe it. His unwavering belief in my abilities pushed me to pursue opportunities that I might have otherwise let slip away. And his mentorship continues to inspire me today. Mentors like Dr. Simpson, or as I called him, Doc, remind us that our current POV, or point of view, is always growing and changing. There are times in life when someone else can see a version of you that perhaps you're still becoming. Listen to them. Accept their guidance and have the humility to realize that your potential may be even greater than what you can see right now. Growth rarely happens where we feel at our safest. Some of my most defining moments in my career have come from challenges that I did not think that I was ready for. Moments that required every ounce of effort, focus, and resilience. Throughout my career as an anesthesiologist, I've learned the importance of staying present and mindful because I have seen that life really can change in an instant. I've witnessed trauma, car accidents, people get new medical diagnoses, or the unexpected loss of a loved one, and it can completely alter their path. Staying grounded and grateful will allow you to adapt to life's twists and turns with clarity and with strength. In our fast-paced, social media-driven world, it's easy to compare yourselves to others' seemingly perfect lives. But use caution with that, because this creates a blind spot that can block you from seeing the many blessings in your own life. Success is not about having all the answers or about just being naturally gifted. It's about showing up, being willing to learn, putting in the hard work, and staying consistent, even when it's hard. You've heard people say work smarter, not harder. And while there's some truth in that, the reality is that at your age, you have the energy to work hard and to lay that foundation for the rest of your life. And the sacrifices that you make now, maybe putting in hours or saying yes to an opportunity that might stretch you just a little bit, staying disciplined, this will pay dividends later. The life that you want will not just happen. It's built brick by brick through effort and persistence. Also in 24, it's easy to lose sight of reality. So remember, the most important things and the most important people in your life are the ones right there with you here in the real world. Although I'm grateful for my 32,000 TikTok followers, when that app gets shut down January 19th, what will they do for me? Nothing, not much. But the diplomas on my walls and the real human connections that I've built mean far more than any number of clicks or comments or follows or likes. So don't forget to unplug and to connect in real time. Invest in these relationships that matter and nurture your real world connections, and never let the digital noise drown out the beauty of the life that you're living right here, right now. At this stage in life, many of you are still figuring out who you are, and that's completely okay. The goal is to navigate this phase without creating any irreversible damage. And that's why when I talk to college kids and young adults, I remind you, just don't make choices that could destroy your dreams. Keep your eye on the prize. Things like drinking and driving or other risks whose consequences could jeopardize your ability to live out your goals. Life will always throw us curveballs. I learned this on a deeply personal level when one of my childhood friends, Tia, died from an opioid overdose in 2016. During high school and my time at Penn State Beaver, Tia was one of my closest friends. She even traveled up to University Park when we presented our undergraduate research at the exhibition at main campus. She came up with me to celebrate. Looking back, I realized that while we shared many of the same circumstances, there was one critical decision that we made very differently. We were both at a party offered opioid pills, and I chose not to take them. And at the time, my decision did not feel monumental. I honestly just didn't want to get sick that night. But ultimately, that decision made all the difference in my life and the ability for me to accomplish my dreams. A simple decision that ultimately took her down a completely different path. Few things can derail your dreams as quickly as addiction. It does rewire the brain. It reorganizes motivation, priorities, and creates behaviors in very self-destructive ways. Reflecting on her loss, I realized how close I had come to something that could have stolen all of those dreams. After her death, I decided I owed it to her and to all of you to learn everything I could about substances, alcohol, and addiction. That realization shifted my path and gave me new purpose. As you work hard to build your future, remember this: most of what you feel is missing in your life can actually be found within yourself. Too often we look outside of ourselves for validation or a quick solution. Stay mindful of everything that you put into your body, and that's not just what you eat or drink, it's also the media we consume. There's an old saying, sola dosis facit venenum. It's Latin for the dose makes the poison. And that reminds us that balance is key in all aspects of your life and that anything in excess is bad. So establish routines that protect your energy and help you recharge. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. We don't want to burn out early. But at the same time, recognize the people, places, or habits that may create obstacles in your life. Are there toxic relationships or influences in your life that deserve your attention? Use this crossroads in your life to reassess what you choose to take with you on the next steps of your journey. Because the answer to both what can make you and what can break you is you. Finally, never underestimate the power of service. Each of you has been blessed with unique gifts. When you use those gifts to help others, you create meaning in all of your lives. Whether you're mentoring a junior colleague, volunteering, or simply showing kindness when somebody needs it, those acts ripple outward, touching more lives than you can ever imagine. Graduates, as you have walked across this stage tonight and as you head home, please remember that this is just the beginning. If you'd like to stay connected, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm Dr. EMZ, the Addiction Talk Doc. But to me, Dr. EMZ may be my real initials, but to me it stands for dreams. Go out and reach your dreams and don't let anything stop you. I want to help you accomplish your dreams in any way I can, but more importantly, go home and connect with the people that matter most in your real life today, now. Connect and continue to build a legacy of purpose and fulfillment. So work hard, seek out mentors, take care of yourself, stay honest and accountable, and always find ways to serve each other. If you do these things, not only will you succeed, but you'll build a life of meaning and impact. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are Penn State.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Dr. Zona. Words of wisdom we can all learn from and heed.